Hey everyone, let's take a look at the Seiko SBJG005. This watch, I'm pretty sure, came out in 2019. It is a reissue of an early mid 1980s watch. I'm pretty sure the original 1980s watch was available in like three different colorways. I think it was 83, but I'm not positive. And the reissue, 2019 or so, the reissue had, I'm almost certain, 8 different colorways, two of which were general availability. They made 3,000 copies of each, and 6 of those colorways, they only made 500 copies each. And this is one of those 6. So there's only 500 of these in the world. Of those original 3 colors, I think only 2 of them actually are like reissued. Like one of those original 3 is green, and I don't think one of the new ones is green. But otherwise, one of the originals is stainless like this, and one of the original is all black coated. The reissue, one of them is like a gold coated IP color, and then like 5 of them are black with different coloring, different accents, and only 2 of them are this kind of bead blasted, uncoated steel. One of them with a positive display, and I think that's one of the general availability ones. And that's the SBJG001. And this 005 has the negative display and with some nice little colorful accents. So I got this because it's a reissue of a pretty cool watch in a rare limited form. Now, right away, you could probably tell it's a little difficult to read, as is common on negative displays. The way I look at it, like if I wore this every day, this was a favorite watch, that'd be an issue. But not every watch for me is an everyday watch. It's a kind of a special, a little weird watch. You just have to kind of glint it a little and you'll see. I think part of the reason for the difficulty, maybe we can see if we tilt it, is it has this really nice dome to it. So it acts as a magnifying glass, and that dome really fits the profile of the rest of the front of the watch, which is really cool and hard to do because that's not a circle, it's like a television shape. But it does act as a sort of magnifying, like it distributes light. And the way LCDs work is that light has to go in through one of these openings to reflect off the reflective surface on the back and bounce back out. So readability is compromised on this watch, but it is still really, really cool. And I'm glad to pick one up. I'm not going to pick up all 8. So if I was going to get one, I wanted something a little special. So let me show you how it works. There's 4 buttons. There's the setting button here, which you could imagine what that works on different modes. There's a light button. Maybe we can, I can't make this room dark, but wow, you totally don't see it at all. Yeah, it's like Indiglo or Illuminator. Wow, totally don't even see it. All right, we're going to try this. Huh? So I can see it barely with my naked eye. But yeah, in the dark, the letters do glow up and makes you see it, but it doesn't really come off on camera. So that's all that button does, regardless of the mode. And these 2 modes are your more typical chronograph pushers. Start, stop, and this one, each lap and reset. But the really cool thing about this watch, if you haven't been able to tell, is that the screen's at a bit of an angle. So let's put that on. I'm wearing another Seiko. I love this watch. This is the Solar 38mm diver. I wish there was a better bracelet, but I still absolutely love it. So I should say the limited watches, one of 500, it does say the limited number on the back. It does say some number of 500. So it's tilted, and that's because when your hand is out in front of you like this, that display is more likely to be tilted correctly, oriented towards you. It is part of a motorcycle line of watches. There's actually an analog alternative to this. It doesn't look like this, but it's also a tilted screen analog watch. These were designed by, I can't pronounce his name, Giugiaro, a well-known car designer, designed a bunch of Seikos, some Nikon cameras, or a Nikon camera. But in the 80s, there were like 5 or 6 or so different Seiko models that they designed, and they're all really, really cool. And I think at this point, they've all been reissued. So I just wanted to get one of them, and I do like digital watches with the right watch. So this was just pretty cool. I had to pick one up. So yeah, if your hands are out in front of you and you don't have to tilt your hand as much to watch it, you know, whether or not that actually can compensate for the fact that this one's a negative display, I can't tell you. But what's really cool is the mode dial on this. This dial up here, you see it says the word mode, pointing to time. So that's in time mode, where you have time here and you have date up there. But we also have other modes on this. So this is like friction fit. There's an alarm mode where you can set an alarm with the setting button, of course. You have stopwatch. This one's kind of obvious. Start, stop, start again. You can do laps, and that kind of, you see the running calculate. Can you even see it? I'm going to look here. You have the lap up there, which is like the current running total. So it's a split, standard split design. Stop it, restart it. Timer. Every time you go to timer, it resets, and pressing this pusher goes up in increments of a minute. If you press and hold it, it goes up a lot. You could have over 24-hour timer on here. I don't want to blow through a minute of waiting, but the alarm that goes off is pretty cool, actually. Like this ringing chime. I wonder if I could set it off, and then we can go into a different mode and we'd see it. Yeah. So what's nice about this watch, and you see it down here where it says tachymeter. You know, on analog watches, analog chronographs have a tachymeter that tells you how fast things are going. There's all these other modes, which are stopwatch modes, but with a little twist to it. So in this mode, we can start, and you see down here is the total running time, but the number up there is just kind of randomness until we stop. And that is the speed in kilometers per hour. If I just tracked an object going 1 kilometer, like around a 1 kilometer track, and it took 7.44 seconds to do so, that means that that object was traveling at 483.9 kilometers an hour. And we can keep on going. Yeah, we can do different laps. Man, that negative display. It's better in person, but not by much. Yeah. So we can do multiple laps, and you see the count increase. You see it pause and then resume. Each time we pause, you see the speed of that lap. So the speed that that object went around the track. Obviously, I'm measuring bullets here, or fighter jets, because cars don't travel that fast, but still. Really cool. Stop, reset. Great. So we have all these different not only the standard stopwatch mode, but different tachymeter lengths. So if you were on a 6 kilometer track, a 10 kilometer track, 50, 100, I don't know what that one is. Star, star, star. I don't know how that works, but maybe you do, and you can leave that in a comment. So let's see, timer, nope, it reset it. So, really, really cool watch. Okay, we're 8 minutes in. Let's get some measurements, and hopefully we can hear that beautiful chime take us away. All right. I don't want to oversell it. It's a nice chime. It's not that amazing. So let's see here. 39 mil. That makes sense. It's a good size. It's kind of long. Yeah, 43 mil. Not too terrible. Let's see, the thickness at the top of the dome is just 12 mil, but to here it's 10 mil if we exclude the crystal. So that's a really nice, really attractive, I think, fun, colorful Seiko Giugiaro reissue of a 1980s classic. Very easy to read in the right light. Ah, wonderful. Time's up. Thank you very much.